I remember reporting to a colonel who was probably in his late 30s. He was behind this immense desk that seemed as wide as the room, with shiny windows going up the back. I stood at attention and saluted and tried not to shake too much. He had me take a seat, and we exchanged a couple of pleasantries in a very formal sort of a way before the exchange that I will never forget. He stopped mid-sentence, leaned back in his chair, looked down his nose at me and said, "You realize, cadet, that you will never fly an attack aircraft." I recognized this comment for what it was meant to be, which was small and mean, because at the time, in 1993, attack aircraft weren't open to women to fly. But I also understood in my extremely nascent military career that there are times when the only thing you can say is, "Yes, sir." So I did. Then I went back to the Duke ROTC detachment and requested a transfer out of the National Guard and into active duty. Later that spring, Congress lifted the combat exclusion clause for aviation. Suddenly, everything in the inventory was open to women and men to fly, and I reported to Fort Rucker later that year. The moment with the colonel, that was a moment where a lot of people would stop, right? Or accept the powers that be. A big part of what begins the grit-forming process is deciding that you are going to be the person in charge of your own story, not someone else. You are going to be the person that decides what your narrative will be. You can't choose the raw material, but you can decide how you're going to use it.